Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Daniels. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And wings it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. They want to just keep throwing it.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Offense, quick tempo. On second down, just keeps firing. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. To the air, it's Reed. He's going for the big play. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go route.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He caught it. They will score. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. He makes the connection. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. That's a fly. And he's got it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. He's going to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Coming after him. Touchdown! Texas A&M. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. With the catch, it's Anderson. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. They want to throw it. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Calls his own number. First down here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack.
Offense with jumbo personnel.
Get set, get set.
Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And he's dragged down.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought, and nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hey! The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third down, going up top. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They keep attacking through the air. Slings it downfield. It's caught. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This dude is dealing at receiver right now, and he's going to have them yelling well past midnight.
And these receivers are the ones that scare the mess out of you. The Mike Evans that on the outside that they're throwing him the football, and you ain't got anybody that can match up. And when the Aggies find those guys, these offenses hum like crazy.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Unloads it downfield. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got room at the 35. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Back to throw, it's Reed. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover. But, man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory, a bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's squatted away. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we see, and 3-0 is exactly how you draw it up. You build momentum, you start to build confidence, and you start to look like a team